Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dr. Dave. Fabulous indeed. Now, for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today, we have one here. I don't remember where I picked this up or if somebody gave it to me. I just don't recall because I'm way behind on my beer reviews. I haven't had a beer in probably 2 months, at least 2 months. So, yeah, that goes to show you, man, when you get busy, you can't even have a beer, right? But this is a collaboration beer from the Fair State Brewing and Creature Comfort Brewing out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And this is the Doing Howdies. Actually, it's Doin Howdies. Described as an IPA that checks in at 6.5% alcohol by volume. I didn't look up anything on the web because I want to get a couple beer reviews done here today. So I kind of slacked off there on my duties. But anything I find out, I'll put in the description box below. But there's no date stamp on the bottom, so I don't know. We're going to find out what this beer is all about as we open her up. So we got our lovely glassware here. This was from Libby some years back. Uh, they didn't make any more. I don't know why, but this glassware is not available anymore. And this is the very last one I have. I sent some to my friend Jonathan over there in New Jersey. Jonathan, take care of these glasses I sent you. They're no longer available. All right, let's go ahead and look at that beer. Very beautiful color. Ooh wee! It's a tropical fruit bomb, and I thought it would be. You know, so many breweries these days are turning out New England style IPAs, and that's okay. You know, that's fine. But it doesn't seem like too many breweries these days are dealing with West Coast style IPAs. But you know, it is what it is. Now the sun went down a long time ago, so let me get a little closer to the screen here. It's a very beautiful light golden color. It is relatively clear for a New England style IPA, so maybe it's not a New England style IPA, but it sure smells like it has tropical fruit in. It's got lively carbonation, but that's because this glassware is etched and causes it to have a nice little foam build up there, which we have. Nice bright head on there, if you want to call it foam or head, doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and get some more aroma on this. Very fruit-like, stone fruit in there, something sweet in there. Could be some orange peel. Smells inviting though. Let's go ahead and drink it, but before we do, we're going to thank the brewers there in the collaboration at Fair State and Creature Comforts. I believe that was the name of the other beer brewery. Never heard of either one, but I'm not an expert on the breweries around the world. So hey, cheers to everybody and thank you. Man, that is very tropical fruit like. I get a little bit of sweetness in there. It could be from pineapple. I'm not quite sure. Man, that's got some lovely foam on it, too. Man, that is a well crafted beer. Carbonation still flowing up lively there. Very decent beer. Very smooth and easy drinking. Now, it's only 6.5%, but it wasn't that long ago that 6.5 was on the high side for beers. And I'm talking about probably 15 years ago. Yeah, if you got 6.5%, people say, whoa, that's pretty high in alcohol. Yeah, not these days. Not these days. Ooh, man. Mm. Very doable, very drinkable beer. Very doable, very drinkable. Like I said, I don't remember where this beer came from. I don't know how old it is, but I would describe this as towards the New England style IPA. And with New England style IPAs, you don't really have to worry about how old they are. Now, of course, you really don't want to drink something that's a year old if you don't have to. But if this were to sit around a year under ideal conditions, preferably in a cool, dark, dry place or in the refrigerator, it's going to keep a lot longer than a regular IPA that's a West Coast style. Because with this type of beer, the hops are not all that important. You're not going to get a lot of hop aroma and hop flavor on a New England style beer like you would on a West Coast style. So, like I said, this can sit around a little bit longer. Man, the aroma on this, though, you got to smell it for yourself, I tell you. Very decent beer. Very decent beer. Again, this was a collaboration brew out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Doing Howdies. Doing Howdies. I wonder how sometimes the brewers come up with names like this. They're all sitting around maybe after a hard day of brewing beer because brewing beer is hard work. If you don't believe it, man, take a tour of a brew pub one time. Watch all the physical labor. But they're all sitting around. They're in the back room. They've got a couple pints in them, and they're, hey, man, we need a name for this new beer. And I've been scratching my head all day. And he says, doing Howdies. Where did that come from, man? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just having fun. I don't know how they come up with the names, but yeah. Once you have a couple beers, yeah, anything's possible. Well, I highly recommend this beer. Very smooth, easy drinking. There's no aftertaste. Very clean finish on the beer. Love that aroma. Pineapple, maybe some apricot in there. It's just a very smooth and pleasant, easy drinking beer. This would have been good last month when it was still pretty hot outside because now we don't have that hot weather. It's still 70, but we don't have that 90 anymore. That 90 is gone for the year and won't be back until next June or July. Yeah. But at any rate, this is a good beer. I highly recommend it if you can find it. I don't know if it's still on store shelves or what. Look for it, though, especially if you're in Minnesota. You should be able to find that beer. All right, my friends, let me run out of here. Life is short. You got to be happy. Remember, Dr. Dave said that. And try new things like this beer right here. You won't be disappointed. Until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers.